She has made it just in time. Just in time for the topic that Stacy has picked today. Stacy, what have you picked today?
Oh, today we are talking about. Okay, guys. So majority of our. Okay, so we know Stefan and Dan are married. Dana and I are single. Again, if we're like dating people, we're still considered single because we're not married. So, but how many people in the audience are married? Like, there's several of you, right? That are like married. What I want to find out, because I am single and I am a walking red flag. What are the red flags that you guys saw when you were dating before you both got married? Like, what made you say, this bitch is crazy, I'm gonna run, I'm never ever texting this girl ever again, or you ghosted them? Like, what made that red flag like the hell no for you?
I think one of the ones for me is eating at a Chick-fil-A, and she would bite her fingernails and spit them out. Yeah.
Ew.
And oh yeah, we're just sitting there and she's like biting them and then drink a Coke.
The red flag eating at the Chick-fil-A and the fingernails, or was it her eating the fingernails at Chick-fil-A?
it would be, the nibbling on her fingers and spitting out the fingernails. That'd be one of many in that one night, because after that it would be, commencement of belching, the likes of my dad. Like, this was a lady too. I was like, whoa.
And you guys were just starting to date, or were you like?
Oh yeah, this was our first date.
That was your first date?
Yeah.
Where'd you find her?
It was like an internet dating thing, and we met up, and then she wanted Chick-fil-A, so I took her to Chick-fil-A, and we're just eating, talking, trying to get to know each other more, and then that's when the burping after like a couple Coke drinks, and then the fingernails, and then while leaving, she even tried to start a fight with the patron. Getting in the car. No joke. Dude. No joke.
Wait. So weird. I feel like there were some red flags before you went on this date.
Stefan, be honest, Stefan. Did you meet her at Farmers Only? Is that where you met her?
No.
This house Farmers Only.
No.
I was just wondering if the person that messaged him was like, "Hey, you want a Heine for the night?" I was like, "Holy shit!"
Why did she have to be Hispanic, huh?
It wasn't just Hispanic. It was the exact word.
Right now.
Hey, how many girls actually refer to themselves as Heine?
Well,
depends
I will
on
say,
what side of LA I'm at.
Yeah, so there you go.
I will say this though. There might have been one or two other red flags, and this is where guys are. I hate to say it, we get really stupid, but she was just so gorgeous that I might have just went pew. I might have just ignored them, and then seeing all that stuff, then I was like, wow, no, I fucked up. This is crazy.
You didn't see that then. You saw it after. How many times did you go out with her?
We talked for a while before meeting up. Which is smart on her side, because if you just meet up with somebody you barely even talk to, that's kind of, I don't know. But power to everybody. But that might be unsafe.
That just might be someone's kink. Let's not kink shame anyone who
no, that's true. I don't want to
adventures with people that have only said 3 syllables. It's like if they get to 4, I'm fucking done.
No, yeah, I don't want to yuck on anyone's yum. But we're getting in the car. She has her giant ass Coke, and I'm about to close the door, and she yells something and throws the fucking Coke at some dude's car, and then slams my door and tells me to hit the gas. I'm like, what?
All right. Okay, and please, whoever's watching, give us your red flag stories. Like, I love these. The fact that Stefan still talked to this girl after is really sad.
Oh no! That after that night, that was it.
Dan, what is your red flag story?
Well, I have a few things that I think should be red flags first. So eventually we'll get to the one that's real and you'll know. Okay. So this is the really bad one. This is while picking you up for the first time, they knock on your door and then immediately start trying to jiggle the handle to get in. All right. One other one is excitedly shows you their family photo albums. And it's all pictures of John Travolta.
Oh, jeez.
This is one that would freak the fuck out of me. This is frequently whistles obscure Smash Mouth songs. Like not Hey Now, You're a Rock Star, but like the ones no one has ever heard, like track 8 or something. Freak me out. No one knows what's on track 8 of a Smash Mouth CD.
Where did you meet this person?
Okay, this one's definitely not real, but I think this is a red flag. They say, "Hey, have you met my brother Eric Trump?"
Oh boy.
And right before dinner, they snort a line of pepper and then lick a picture of their own mother.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's the one I had to let go. That went too far. Okay. That's what I prepared
Where did you
for
meet
this.
these people?
Right.
Christian
Most of that
Mingle?
was
What
not
is
real.
this?
I just haven't had an exciting enough life to have a lot of stories about that. Like most of the girls, like like I dated before my wife, were like, "Let's hang out and play video games." And I met my wife, and she was like, "Let's hang out and play video games." And I'm like, "That's fucking cool."
You're like,
I knew how to pick them. But like now we don't get to play video games as much because we're parents and jobs and dishes and floors and comedy and the hot dog
taking our
shop
gerbs.
that we don't even run. It's just the case. We should sell that thing.
Dan, we're talking about red flags of you dating, not red flags in your marriage.
I think another one for me was like bad manners. Hence the when the on the first date she belched like a champ, and didn't say excuse me. That was a big red flag.
Ew.
You're like, whoa.
Dana, what are your red flags when you're dating someone?
One of my biggest red flags, like this is gonna sound whatever, like I don't know, I can't think of a word right now. So one thing that got on my nerves really bad was a gentleman took me to the movies, one of my favorite things to do. I can't stand for people to talk to me at all during the movie. Like, don't say shit to me. We're here and we're here to see the movie. If we are to have a conversation, that needs to happen before or after, not during. And I don't care if you're trying to cheer somebody on or make a reference or a callback. In particular, bless this poor soul's heart, we were seeing the second Matrix, and like, remember in the first Matrix, like he bent the spoon. So then in the second Matrix, that boy has grown up and is still carrying that spoon. Like, you don't have to flag me about that spoon. Like, you don't have to tell me it's a callback. First of all, I'm a winner. I'm not a beginner. I love the Matrix too. And of course, I remember the fucking spoon. Like, just that's a
Yes.
That's a thing for me, period. Someone who has, this is going to sound so insane, of the many, but I don't think that one was I don't think the first one was so insane. Like, if you are more cluttered than me, like I am a cluttered person and I want to fix it, and it's pretty bad. I'm not even going to pretend. And so I just don't want to meet someone who like has that mirrors that quality, because I'm trying to aspire to something else. So if you have a little clutter issue, not a big fan of smoking cigarettes. Like, it's the thing. But and what's crazy is I've probably dated some of the ones that I was so crazy about. They smoke cigarettes, but it's a flag for me. Admittedly, it's a flag. Let me see. I'm trying to think, and maybe a third one. That was 3. That could have been. I think that was 3.
Well, you could say that was a smoke signal.
And what it was, in fact, a smoke signal. Love that. Love that. And I like intelligent. Oh, I like men who not so intelligent, of course, is important, but like who appreciate a woman's contribution. Like, I can't stand it when like you think like if we go somewhere that it's automatic. Like, if I start asking questions or something, like you get impatient with me trying to like, help a situation. Like, I don't know. But there's a balance. I don't want to be pushy, because someone's like, can you just relax? But I don't know. Like, I just want someone who kind of really, really likes equality. When people are quick to shut a woman down because she's a woman, and I've experienced all of that. Like it's a big red flag to me. Like you're not more of a man because you shut me down. Like yeah, I don't know.
So people
That's it.
are rude.
Right. But I'm noticing that, like, you guys are amazing, but like I'm noticing, and it's taken me to get to a few birthdays, that like toxic masculinity is like really real. Like, or maybe just misogyny, but like just this, this blinders way of seeing things. Anyway, it's a subject I could go on about, but but in terms of like truly pet peeves, like don't talk to me during a fucking movie. Like just don't. Like
I can tell you,
like,
we're not. Yeah.
that's enough. That's enough for me to not talk to you anymore. Like for real.
Both my daughters and I can't watch movies with you.
On a second date. On a second date, I met this lady. She was from Africa, really, really pretty, really awesome lady. And we went to go see The Hills Have Eyes 2. And she swears up and down to me, I love horror movies, right? So we're in the movie, and it's not even just that. I don't mind like people screaming in the movies if you're really scared. But then she's like squeezing the shit out of me and like talking during the movie, like, I want to leave. Like, but I was like, what? This is what you want to
horror
see?
movies have you seen before? Young Frankenstein. It was beautiful. Scary as fuck.
Oh no, yeah. And she's
I'm-
like,
I have
scary.
this one.
It's too scary. I want to leave. I'm like, we're like already 45 minutes in.
Right.
Oh my gosh. But speaking of movies, you guys won't believe what I saw on TikTok today, because you guys know I'm a TikTok addict. But so I love dating apps. I do. I'm not gonna lie. I like dating apps not because I really go see these guys or meet them, because I really don't. I'm horrible. But I love going on and viewing people's profiles. I happened to match with an actor, one of the main actors from the Step Up movies. I'm not going to say who, because I feel like I could get myself into some legal trouble. Now, this was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I think. I can't remember. I have to go back to my screenshots, because this was the most scariest thing I've seen. This guy gave me such a bad vibe. Like, I thought that he was, I mistook it as like fuckboy energy. Like, I thought this guy was like a player. The way he was talking to me was very, very aggressive, like straightforward to exactly what he wanted. But it also gave me this creepy factor. And I'm like, you're hot. Like, you're really hot. Why are you being weird? And I've had it happen with other famous men too. Not going to go into that either. But it's luckily a very small pool. But I'm like, you're really hot. Why are you being really scared? So I never went on a date with him. I didn't respond after that, because it just felt like either this guy probably sleeps with a lot of women and it's easy for him to pick up, or just feel like he's going to end up like hurting me in some way, and he's gonna like, justify it or something. So I go on TikTok today, and somebody actually went on a date with this actor. Turns out he invited the woman over who was discussing her story on TikTok over to his house. Who happened to be at his house? His wife, who was totally okay with him bringing women over.
Wow.
And apparently they have a shrine to their dead dog all over the apartment. And when she tried to leave, he threatened her and told her she could not leave unless they had sex.
Wow.
And she said she had to threaten him back with mace so she could actually leave. And it was like this creepy fact. I was like, oh my God, I know exactly who you're talking about. Because she was also being settled. Like, she didn't want to get in legal trouble. Like, again, this is the one thing. I've had people try to get me to sign NDAs, but the joke is on them. I'm Latina. I'm going to say everything. NDAs are not going to work. Like, I'm going to be like, no. I even had a
That's not usable in court or nothing. Nobody videotaped that. Oh shit.
I even had a guy that tried to be my sugar daddy, And I was like, nah. But then he started like giving me like $500 of like PayPal. He was rich, like loaded. And I didn't do anything. Like I had to Google like a titty picture just so I could prove that he was a real sugar daddy. I didn't do anything, but and then he was like, if you really want this to work and for me to give you $5,000 for like the day, I need you to sign this NDA. And I'm like, bitch, please. But I'll take this $1,000 you already Venmo me. Thank you. Bye.
Because Nick and his wife Brittany have met on MySpace.
Yep.
Aww.
Man, you guys are going to have to tune in another week when we ask Stacy. Because of all the dating apps, do you now have Swiper's finger, and has it enhanced anything for you?
What the hell is Swiper's finger?
Just a callus you get from doing this.
Oh, okay. Like kind of like playing guitar.
Get a callus on it, and it's just nice. Oh wait, I shouldn't. Let's.
Nick and Brittany, did you guys did you meet because you were like, is Tom your friend too? Yeah, it is. Oh, that's so funny. Such a small world. Like, how did that conversation go? Or did you guys have both Jeffree Star on your playlist or something? You're like, oh my god, do you like him too? Like, how does that happen? How do you hit up somebody on
Insane
MySpace?
Clown Posse. They both had Insane Clown Posse on their profile, both of them in Juggalo gear. And no, just kidding, Nick.
Oh,
is that your default song on your page? That one's mine too.